What up, Internet? Welcome to Smoke Trick, the only esports conspiracy show on YouTube the man hasn't shut down yet. I'm Alex, and joining me as always is Josh.
That's right, and today we're tackling a huge story in CSGO. OpTic and FaZe joined WESA, the World Esports Association. So, why is this such a big deal? Because WESA is nothing more than a puppet of the Illuminati, the evil organization that secretly runs the entire world.
For those of you who don't know what WESA is, it can get kind of boring, so we made a little presentation for you.
They talk about my one-taps.
So WESA is a governing body for esports, formed by the biggest esports company in the world, ESL. Its aim is to legitimize esports by providing a unified set of rules and regulations for all teams, players, and tournament organizers within CSGO. So, all that sounds good, right? Wrong. Let's start off by looking at how WESA plans to regulate CS. Let's get the obvious Illuminati symbology out of the way. It's a pyramid just like the all-seeing eye. The joke writes itself.
You need the truth.
Yeah, the truth. But beyond that, notice how the players don't actually get to decide anything. They just get a say in the Players' Council. Everything is decided on by a board of 5 members. 2 from the teams, 2 from ESL, and the swing vote, a guy hired by ESL. In other words, ESL always is going to have a majority during the votes, so they can't ever lose. It's like when you're solo queuing in comp and you run into a 4-stack of lame kids. If they want to vote kick you, there's nothing you can do or say about it. But let's take a closer look at these members. I mean, esports is global, so they must have a diverse board, right? Oh, what do you know? It's all rich white guys. Look familiar? This guy founded SK, but he's also the CEO of ESL. So that's like when Trump appointed the head of Goldman Sachs to the National Economic Council. Nothing fishy here. This guy was brought into Fnatic in 2015 to help with branding stuff. No esports experience before that. However, he was involved with Skrill, an online money transfer platform focused on international business. In fact, in 2010, Skrill blocked WikiLeaks' account from receiving donations. That's actually a fact, and also totally not something the Illuminati would do, right? This guy owns NIP, who just sacrificed their player Freiberg to the Canaanite god Moloch at the Bohemian Grove ceremony in hopes of rekindling some of that NIP magic. Then they replaced him with a robot to work the ESL One Cologne broadcast desk, but that's next week's story. This guy is ESL's chief tournament director, the guy behind ESL Pro League Season 4, you know, the one with the finals in Brazil, where they tested out the Illuminati's plan to sweat players to death. And finally, the head of the board is a guy from HBO Sports. No joke here, it's just kind of depressing to think that there are people who have been working in esports for over a decade, and then they go with a suit from HBO. Lastly, let's take a look at the teams involved. Triangle logo, obvious pentagram. Think G2's a samurai helmet? Nope, it's actually a Baphomet. More triangles. Renegades is owned by Jonas Jerebko, who's in the NBA, so he's obviously Illuminati. Google NBA Illuminati and you'll see what I mean. And SK is sponsored by Visa, the preferred credit card for globalist conspirators. Illuminati through and through. So there you have it, a totally objective breakdown on why WESA is obviously the Illuminati.
They know me as the headshot machine.
Alright man, thanks for the breakdown. So why would OpTic sign away their souls to the Illuminati? I mean, Hex has always been on the player side of things according to OpTic history, so what's with the sudden change of heart? One word, Stanislaw.
Hex had such high hopes for the OpTic CS squad even after their rough start. It was Stanislaw who turned OpTic Gaming from meme to ELeague dream. But everybody lived happily ever after, sponsored by Turtle Beach, right?
Haha, nope. So Stanislaw defects to Team Liquid, leaving Hex heartbroken again. A man can only go through so much abandonment. Remember when Nadeshot left? That was rough. Scump leaving to Envy for 2 weeks. Don't you let anybody forget about that. So, heartbroken, Hex does what a lot of disenfranchised people do. He joined a big evil organization to hope for a huge payout, just like Kevin Durant.
Josh, you've been an OpTic fan for a long time, right?
That's right, and as a member of the Green Wall, I've been desperately searching for a way to bring Hex back to the light, and I actually think I found out how to do so within the OpTic book. Now, I think I found out about a secret ritual inside, so we're gonna try this out. But Alex, I'm gonna need some backup. It's gonna get ugly.
They know me from the matches they watch.
OpTic, Tarek, one taps, follow the stream,
Arise, Hex! Arise, Hex! Dude, I don't think it's working.
Dude, what? I mean, he was supposed to pop out of this Adidas box. Did you do the steps right?
Don't you accuse me of that. I read this book backwards 3 times to find the steps. I have them memorized. Right after the goat sacrifice, which we just did in the parking lot, I take 1 sip of Brismante mango and I say, arise, Hex! Oh, this is Brismante dragon fruit.
Are you
We need mango.
How did you screw that up, dude?
It was dark in here, and I can't read with just candles. They're tiny.
Well, what are we supposed to do now?
I just go into a match and that's it.
So the obvious question is, why does WESA need OpTic and FaZe? One of WESA's first moves after it was formed was moving ESL Pro League off the People's Republic of Twitch and onto Illuminati-controlled YouTube.
So, moving on, pop quiz. Who controls all the gaming content on YouTube, huh? That's right, OpTic Gaming and FaZe Clan.
Money for days.
That's right, and that's not even the worst part. Remember, WESA is just one tentacle of the Illuminati. Their ultimate goal is total world domination.
So how does grabbing OpTic and FaZe contribute to that goal? Think about their audience. Who watches all those trick shot montages? Who watches 300 identical vlogs in a row? Kids do.
It's simple. You control the children, you control the future. It's just like Spy Kids 3. And also Spy Kids 1. That was definitely the better one.
So with OpTic and FaZe on board, WESA's set to start rolling out their subliminal messages to the montage fans of the world. In fact, we just happened to steal the new FaZe montage. Hopefully this doesn't get us kicked off YouTube.
When I sit down to play, everything already is a part of me.
For more CSGO interviews and analysis, subscribe to our channel. You can also find stats, discussions, and more on our website and mobile app at blitzesports.com.